Parents of Sagittarius children, welcome to the new year. This is parental guidance for January 2019. Please be sure to watch the welcome video for January. There's a special incentive on how to create your child's 2019 annual overview. I get this very cosmic, bigger than life, following the North Star vibe for your Sagittarius child. It feels bigger than life. It feels like a sense of accomplishment on any given level. And it's something that you as a parent should be very proud of your Sagittarius child. They're always reaching, they're very philosophical. And I feel that especially with Jupiter in their sign, thank God, for the next year, that you will see very many blessings poured out on your Sagittarius little one. Let's get into it. There's definitely some growing pains, but they have the owl energy in the upright. It speaks of sexual energy, darkness, and liberation. And I would just attribute the sexual energy to knowing themselves, being almost confident, I would say. This is what the owl looks like in the upright, but just so you can see it, here's this beautiful owl energy. This person is aware of where they're going. They're almost gliding, so it's very easy for them during this season, if that makes sense. They have the indigo color in reverse. It's a very beautiful cosmic card, but it says improve your vision. So I'm not getting the sense that your child is needing to improve their vision as much as it's fine-tuning, taking stock. Like, what is the plan? Where are we going next? What am I doing? It's almost like fine-tuning their vision. So you can see that it's not improving. They're not needing to zero in on something, like figure out what their vision is. They are like digging deeper. Like, I want to, not like zeroing in, like trying to, they're not searching for it. They know what that vision is, and they're just solidifying it. It's going deeper, building confidence. It says that indigo helps with illnesses affecting the head, the eyes, the ears, and the nose, which makes very sense. This is a very cosmic and powerful card and energy. Mental, emotional things, such as emotional disorders, ADHD or ADD, anxiety, depression. If you are in your 30s, you may be an indigo child as well. So these children were thought to have ADHD, and it was suppressed by medication to kind of help them, not help them at all, but to take out that creativity that they had. So that it's funny that this book actually is mentioning, those things. Indigo children, they have issues with feeling like they don't belong, anxiety, depression, suicide, things like that. I'm just giving you a background, tying the message in the book to this card, the indigo, and if you're an adult, how that may connect with you. The fact that this talking about indigo, and that the references in the book are in the line with things that indigo children face, that's what I'm pointing out. As far as what their challenges for the month, they have the Charolite card in reverse. And this card, ironically, which doesn't surprise me, it too speaks of vision. This is what it looks like in the upright. It speaks of acceptance, inner vision, generosity, and clarity. It says that you're being asked to accept the current events and bring your focus within. All will become clear through meditation. It's a time for reflection and contemplation, and allow your inner wisdom to guide you. You will realize that there is nothing you need to change and that all is as it should be. Just to trust. Even though the current flow seems confusing, there is a divine order to the madness. It is only through love and acceptance that the divine order can be seen. And it says you will be touched by someone's generosity in the next few days. Just saying. As far as their emotional energy, and this speaks to it, their self-esteem is something that they may be grappling with, an uneasiness in their self-esteem, coming into this new power that is overtaking them in January, and more coming into themselves, and it's new for them, this newfound level of confidence. It's just telling them to embrace their uniqueness. Says perhaps you may not be aware or even in tune with your incredible and gifted self. Why not try to make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or abilities that you possess that you love and hold in high regard? It's not always easy to write about yourself, but sometimes you need to be reminded of how special you are. That's important. It's time to celebrate your child. It's time for your child to celebrate themselves. I think with this newfound wave of good stuff coming in, it's going to catch them. It's going to take them aback, and they don't know how to handle it. So there's going to be this desire to doubt or question why me, and try to shy away from it. They have the I am loved card in reverse, and they need to stop and appreciate what surrounds them. This is a beautiful time for them. Depending on the age of your child, a couple of years ago, it was very difficult and challenging for them. So this is a time for them to be celebrated, and they're not used to that for that very reason. Share this time with those that they love. So they may find themselves being more introspective or reluctant to put themselves out there. They're very guarded this month for sure because of this new energy and not knowing how to handle it and how to hold it. So there is a level of reservation throughout this whole process. In the month of January, they have the Between Two Worlds. It's a transition for sure. It is a transition. So whatever they were used to, like at the end of December, totally different, totally new level where they may feel like a fish out of water and they're just going to have to push themselves to keep up, but it's for their betterment. It's all good. It's just new. So it says, not quite being out of one situation or fully engaged in another, temporary blindness, no man's land. You have to let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. There could just be some things that come up that they can't see. They don't have the foresight yet as well. If they're increasing their vision, if there's a level of growth that's coming in, there's certain things that are on the horizon that they can't yet see. And that's okay. But it's not for them to understand. They're being asked to just trust in the divine. It's all going to work out. It says the seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of the child glimpsing at a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. There's definitely something new coming into them. Something that's unfamiliar. So this is two ways. They're either in between, like coming out of something, going into something new, and almost like in between too, like having to juggle or, not fully making that commitment or that transition. Just, it's a transition. Or it's, they are walking new, blindly into something that's new and totally unfamiliar. And they're like, holy crap. What is this? I don't know. This is new to me. So it's them having to like sharpen their skills, and they're going to want to try to do that, but they're just being asked to just accept the flow. No, you're not going to know everything. So it's like they're in between. They're stepping into something new. I hope that makes sense for you. During the second week, they have come to the edge in reverse. I feel like whatever is upon them, there's the wanting to retreat because it's overwhelming, it's new. This new life for them is just overwhelming. It's unfamiliar, and they're like, I don't know, the past was just so much more comfortable. But it's saying fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't true. Now is the time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. And just continues. Just be patient, you know. It's okay. Your courage is necessary. Standing still. This is a great time for them. You know, I don't mean to ramble, but this is a great time for your Sagittarius child. In the third week, they have the fork in the road in reverse. And I guess I put it in the wrong spot. This is definitely external. I mean, and partially the external is affecting the internal. Decisions, perspective, whatever. But it says indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which I know I struggle with as a Sagittarius child. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. By not making a choice, you are making a choice. So let me finish this and then I'll clarify. In the fourth week, your child has the Peace card, which is very nice. Freedom from attachment, radical acceptance, you know, a quiet heart, quiet mind, everything in alignment as it exactly should be. So let me play this out for you. We'll just set this over here. Walking into something new, walking into someplace that they've never been before, a new position, a new perspective. It's different, seeing differently. It's crossing their path for the first time. Like their eyes are being exposed to new things, new situation, new perspective, crossing into something new. Now they have this come to the edge card. This new thing is like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go that way. I don't know if I can do this. It's doubt. So whatever this is, this can pertain to school. This can pertain to if they're an adult, you know, their love life, perhaps. You know, maybe they're meeting someone new, or they started a new relationship. This could, you know, your child is taking up a hobby. You know, a new after school extracurricular activity. If they're really, really tiny, it could just be discovering, you know, a new skill, a new developmental skill, and they're not sure about it. They're not sure about this rattle that just got introduced. They're not sure about, this new developmental toy that you got them, something of that nature. The fork in the road, they have to decide something. They have to make a choice. They don't want to make a choice. They don't want to have to deal with this transition, but they do. They have to create a solution, because if they don't, one will be made for them, for sure. So this is a solution must be made. Something new, fear, overcoming fear and making a choice. And then there's peace. So they make a choice and it works out for their good, okay? So I hope that makes sense, because I know that was really long-winded and we're already at 16 minutes. Just about. They have family changes as what's changing, or what's the transition for January. So the fact that it's in reverse, either perhaps something is I just see like an inverted change. So I just if the family is intact and nobody's moving, or nobody in the family is leaving or going away, there's a situation that comes up where it's just annoying or a nuisance or something that your child has to deal with the family. Maybe it's a change in schedule, something of that nature. So it's not like pregnancy. It's not, like a change in position, like somebody's position is changing within the family. Someone's passing away. I'm not getting that. It's very small. It's like nothing is changing, but it's just circumstantial. It's a small minor change that they have to kind of deal with. Change in schedule, something like that. Of being affected by other family members, by their actions, whatever. They're just being affected by small, subtle changes in the family. The solution is you are lovable. Embrace this transition. Love yourself, child. Teach your child express to your child that it's okay. It says, love who you are as you're created perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. It's okay. I really just get the sense that whatever they experience in January, for them to embrace it and accept the ride. Yeah, roller coaster, but ride it, get on it, and encourage them every step of the way to just be there, be present, go with it, ride it out, be there, enjoy every moment. How you can help them is you have the release card. Set them free. Release your own fears. Don't attach your fears to them. It says let go. When we release our attachment to the outcome, we allow the power of grace to work its magic. And I believe I just said don't attach your fear to them without really looking at the card. So release them to do what they need to do. Release yourself from feeling like you have to do something to help them. Just be open, be receptive, and go with the flow. Now, for Sagittarius parents, you have the relationships card in the reverse. And this is what it looks like in the upright. And honestly, I really just see you needing to reach out to people. You see all these people here, these are connections. These are not lost connections, but people that you may not have talked to in a while that you should be more connected to and you haven't been. This could be work related. This could be especially in your social connections. It can be in your distant family. It could be cousins. It could be, depending on where you are. If you live far away, call your mom, call your grandparents, whatever. Just reach out to those people. You may not have done it, but it's asking you. It's encouraging you to reconnect with those people that play a special role in your life. And, you are all about getting off your behind and making stuff happen this month. So you're going to be motivated for whatever reason. Externally, something's going to happen that motivates you to want to reconnect with your family. Stuff is going good at work. You're all about your Goya. And you're like, hey, things are going well for me. I really need to appreciate and be grateful for what I have. Let me reach out and call my parents, or let me call my loved ones, or let me reconnect with my friends, my relatives. Look at the joy that I have. Let me share that joy with those people who are closest to me. I haven't talked to them in a while. That sort of thing. So I hope that blesses you. I wish there was a simpler way to kind of condense this information so it wasn't so long, because I do not like long-winded videos. But I want to get this information out to you. So I thank you for watching. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we will see you again next month. Take care.